Well, we all know that I only buy tools so that my friends can come fix my stuff because... Hey, not so much laughter over there, you peanut gallery. But hey, that's the truth.
Look at the bottom of the engine. That's what ended up going. That's why this engine was taken out. See the bottom? The sleeves are
No oil pan either.
oil pans in the front up there.
Ah. See? So maybe having a storage trailer in your front yard's a good idea. I've tried to convince my wife of it, but she has said no. And I mean, all this could be hers. I don't know why she says no.
Go figure.
See these two guys right here? They're doing it the hard way. This is a storage trailer a friend of mine has with a couple of really important things in it. Let me just give you a tour. Some old white aspenite. Pretty handy. In case he wants to start an Airbnb. Maybe he's going to build a still. What do we got here? Maybe a fridge? Not sure what that is. Hey, Ron.
Hey, how we doing?
Hey, Jeff.
That's the sleeve we need. All
Sleeve?
that for that.
Really? That's what you needed? What is
That's
that?
what we needed.
What is
It's a
that?
sleeve. It's a sleeve that goes from the air compressor to the gears on the motor to turn the air compressor.
Nice.
That's what he says it is. But
So-
in technical terms,
Yeah.
this is a collar that goes into there,
The gears in the motor.
goes in there,
Okay.
and then your compressor goes in there. It's not a sleeve, it's a collar.
So for all you millennials, this is actually an engine. This is a pre-emission engine. So this is a Cummins N14 engine, which is also in Jeff's other truck, the red Kenworth. As you're taking off the compressor off this truck, what was it going to cost for a new compressor, Jeff?
In Toronto, they wanted $2,100 plus core for a reman compressor.
And you had one sitting here on this engine
And I
that
had
you
one
know
sitting on
works.
this engine. It's right there.
So this little device right here, $1,100 or $2,200 for a remanufactured one.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So you're probably saving yourself at least $3,000.
Well, I had one done on my Freightliner in Milan, Ohio, and on top of buying the compressor, it was $2,100 labor. I got screwed because the guy didn't have the proper wrenches.
He
These
didn't,
ones.
he didn't own one of them. Like most mechanics, you can't find a tool to do what you want to do, you make one.
Yeah.
Okay, what we have is a 99 Kenworth. Pop the engine in it. So we took the engine out, we put another N14 in it out of a Freightliner. But here's the difference that a lot of people don't realize is this is a Freightliner Cummins compressor. This is a Kenworth Cummins compressor. Both Cummins, both for an N14. The difference is here's the collars that you need to connect. This collar will not fit on this. This collar will not go on there. It won't make contact with the inside of the block. The other difference is this is a bolt-on. This is manufactured. When you come to the top, here's a big one. Your water jackets feed from the top on a Kenworth. On a Freightliner, they come from the front. So if you're gonna do an engine swap, make sure you get the right engine. If you can do a Kenworth, do a Kenworth. You can do a Freightliner, do a Freightliner. Because everything else is different. Your belts are different. Your compressor, your alternator, your air seat. Everything's different from manufacturer to manufacturer, although it's the exact same engine.
And if you know these things, you can modify. So basically the big difference is
These collars.
these two collars.
Yep. Because this is spacer and this doesn't have it.
And the water jackets, right?
Yep.
Good to know. So whoever wants to do a cat to a Cummins swap, don't. So, I'm doing a food review. Walmart jalapeno chip. No, it's right back there. But, where's Sam? Where's someone? What about? What about? Help you out? No, okay. But you don't never come back. All right, hey. Well, thank you. That's all I really have to say about those chips. So, I hope you found this review helpful. And if there's anything else you want me to review, let's put a message down in the comments. Jake and I are loaded. We're going over to Corrigan Air Freight because this load is going to China. It's supposed to go to a free trade zone. Unfortunately, the free trade zone hasn't been established with the load broker company. So I asked our dispatch guy, I said, so what does that mean? He goes, I don't know. You tell me. So I'm going back to the yard. Guess we'll see what happens. Packard system diagnostics. SA System NE SPN 5319. Interestingly enough, I've had this code come up several times. I asked Kenworth, what does it mean? I don't know. Meaning what? What's the purpose of having a diagnostic tool in your truck if it can't tell you anything? Does anybody know what SPN 5319 is? Google it. if you're having that issue. And I think you're going to find the same thing I did. So an SPN number is basically just a format for automotive codes, but it doesn't really tell you what it is. When I go to clear the codes with my bully dog, it comes up as unknown code. It doesn't seem to have any effect on the truck performance-wise. So what is it? If you're like me, if you're driving around with an engine light on, you're going to be, hey, what the hell? I've got an engine light on. But you can't go to the dealership every time you've got a code. And what's the point of having all these great diagnostic tools if you can't figure anything out? Or that's the whole point, though, isn't it? They don't want you to figure it out. They want you to continually come to the dealership, and they can spend 3 or 4 hours on it and try to figure it out. The truck itself can sense a micro deficiency in microvolts. And if the voltage isn't correct, it throws the code. So if it's so sensitive that it knows exactly what the proper voltage is, then why the heck can't it tell you what the problem is? Well, I'm being a little pessimistic maybe, but it seems to me that they're doing that because they want you to have to come to them to resolve even the smallest problem. And even when it isn't really a problem, possibly, just a variation in voltage, it'd be nice to know. So if anybody knows what the SPN 5319 is, which seems to be coming up all the time, or if you're having a code 5319 that's coming up, let me know. Shoot me a comment, send me an email, whatever, and let's see if we can resolve this for everyone, because I think it's just silly.
I'm not nervous.